Hi friends, I want to do a sorting activity with you today. I brought a basket of shells from my home and I want to use a couple circles to sort my shells. So I want to first start to do like a big and small. There are bigger shells than I have out in the world. Then there are also really small shells. So this is just with the shells that I have in my basket. So first off, I want to share this shell. It's kind of a cool looking shell. And I kind of consider with the shells I have in my basket, this one is a big shell. So I'm going to put it on my blue circle here. This one is, compared to this one is small. And I have this cool shell. This is one of my favorite shells. It just has a nice feel to it. It's bumpy on the top and smooth on the bottom. And look at those cool lines right there. So I think this one, what do you think? Do you think this is a big shell or a smaller shell? I'm going to put it on my circle over here with the other big shell. I think that's one of my bigger shells. And let's see, oh wow, what about this one? This one has some cool colors, like some red and some brown and some white. I'm gonna put this one over here because look, it's much smaller than this shell. So I'm gonna put it over on the shell with the smaller shell on it. And then I have this one. This shell. Do you think this is a big shell or a smaller shell? Well, let's see. It's smaller than these two shells, but it's bigger than these ones. What do you think? Should we put it on this circle or this circle? Well, for now, I'm going to put it on my bigger pile with my bigger circles. And then I have this one. What size shell do you think this is out of my basket? Is this one of my bigger ones or my small ones? Let's see. Well, it's quite a bit smaller than those. It kind of fits in this pile, doesn't it? We're going to put it in this pile. Let's do this one next. This one. That's an interesting looking shell. Look at the pattern on there. Look, this has a cool pattern. It has a line and then a dark brown line and then there's white and then another dark brown line and there's white. White, brown, white, brown, white, brown, brown and white. All the way around. And then down here, there's a different design, but still with the line pattern. So this one is much smaller than these, so I'm going to put it over on our smaller pile. And then this one is much similar to this one, right? Kind of. As in it has a smooth round shape. But look at the pattern's different. These shells have interesting patterns. But still, if you look close, this has lots of circles on it. Whoops, lots of circles on it that are like just the outline of the circle. Whereas this has circles on it, but they're, can you see that? But they're filled in circles. See that circle right there? But it's all filled in with color. Where this one, it has the darker circle. And then the inside is lighter. And then, so we're going to put that over here with this pile. And then we have this one. This one, what do you think about this one? Is it one of my bigger shells or one of my smaller shells? Kind of in between. But let's see. Bigger than that one, smaller than that one. I'm going to put it with one of my bigger shells. So I have two piles. I have shells that are bigger and shells that are smaller. Now remember, there are shells that are bigger than this. Like our center has a big shell, but I couldn't find it. I was going to bring it to share with you. And then I have some little teeny shells that I found at the beach, but I couldn't find those at my home. So I have these shells today. So now I thought about doing something different. So I wanted to maybe sort the shells differently. Like maybe let's do shells that have a point. So let's take all these off. So we'll put one. This shell has a point on it right there. Comes to a point, like a cone-shaped point. So let's put that right here. Does this one have a definite point on it, on the end of it? Not really. Kind of comes out like that, but it kind of curves around. So we're going to put that one back over here. What about this one? Does this one have a point on it? It does. It has this one. Then it has that point, huh? But how a point on the end is kind of the ones I'm looking for. We'll put that one. What about this one? Kind of comes to a point, doesn't it? We can say it does. We can say how they kind of comes to a point. But it's kind of different than these ones. I'm going to put this over, like maybe over here. And then what about this one? This one has a point, doesn't it? So these three right here kind of have the same kind of point shape to it. And then we have this one. This one has a point. It's kind of like a cone, right? A cone. This one kind of is like a cone shape too. So these two kind of go in their own little togetherness pile, don't they? But they have points, but their points are a little different than those points. They're kind of the same, and they're kind of the same. Let's see, let's look at this one. This one does have spikes on it. And this, kind of, well, this has a different kind of point. Oh, wow. Oh, look what I found. Right there. You see that? That kind of has a point on it, doesn't it? Right there, and it has all these little spikes. We'll put that over here too. These ones are more rounded, and they come to a curve. This one. So this one doesn't really go on this pile. And this one doesn't really have a point on it either, so we'll put those over there. So here's our ones with points on them. Now, let's see. How about if we do one? We'll take all these off. We're going to sort them differently. See how many ways we can sort our different things, our shells? We can find one aspect about them that we can sort them by, and then we can look at something else and then sort them differently. Like if I wanted to sort by smooth and bumpy, these ones, we can kind of tell these are bumpy, right? They are pokey, or they have lots of bumps on them. Even this one has lots of bumps on it. Where this one is smooth, and this is smooth. And we talked about earlier that this one is smooth, but it's smooth underneath, but it's bumpy on top. If you run your hand on it, do you see how my hands are, like my fingers are bumping across it? And these ones are not only bumpy, they have like some sharp points, but this is bumpy. And this is definitely bumpy and has little spikes on it. But this is smooth, and this is smooth, really nice and smooth. These ones, they're smooth. They don't have big bumps on them, but I can feel some texture on it, which is really cool. And this one is bumpy. There's little teeny bumps on there, so I'm going to put that one over there. Wow, there are lots of ways to sort these shells. There's many more ways to sort these shells than I've even done. I thought about we could like sort them from these circle shapes and the patterns they have, maybe the colors they have, which ones have like brighter colors and more muted colors. So when you find your collections, you can select, you can sort them in big and small and how they feel, their colors. Oh wow, look what I found. I found a really teeny shell in my basket. So have fun with your sorting. You can sort flowers, you can sort your toys. I saw one little guy sort his toys. What toys have wheels and what toys don't have wheels? You can sort your clothes by, you can sort your clothes. You have socks and you have shirts and pants. Can you help maybe your mom and your dad sort your clothes? Have fun sorting, and you can use your circle that was sent home, or you can use a table or boxes. Have fun sorting. It's a fun math game to play. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.